I'm Mary. I'm a nurse practitioner here in Topeka, Kansas. And I have to say that all my life I fought a weight issue. It's been very difficult. As a matter of fact, even in my childhood, I fought being chubby. And tried every diet possible. Just couldn't lose weight. I'd lose it and then I'd gain it back. Well, I work with women and gentlemen who are of low income at a clinic. And Dr. Cohen came and offered to help with the obesity issue at our clinic. Because as you know, obesity is really a big factor in bringing about some chronic illnesses. So he came. Now, I'd tried all the diets, so I wasn't all that excited about a new diet, but I was going to assist him because a lot of the patients were my patients. And I listened to him. Now, the diets I'd tried in the past they worked for a while. But while I dieted, I was always hungry, I was always crabby, and I was just completely angry because I was deprived. So I went along a while on them, and then I came to the point where I just, forget it, I'm quitting this diet now. So I would gain it back. And being in the medical field, I know that yo-yoing your weight is not good for your body, it's not good for your health. Actually, it can be even worse than just staying at a kind of a medium level. So I didn't know what to do, but I listened to Dr. Cohen. And when he just talked with our patients, they listened also. It was just wonderful. And what I heard was logical, scientific, and simple explanations for our obesity boom that we're having now in our society, and also for ways in which to combat this and tools to use to keep your weight at a goal level. And I thought, this is good. I think I'll try it. Well, with all this dieting that I had been working my way up. Every time I went off a diet, I'd go up, up, up. I found myself at 57 years old and 200 pounds at 5 foot. Now that is not good. So I listened a little harder maybe than I would have otherwise. And it made sense to me. So as the patients decided to go on the diet, I decided to try it myself. And it was amazing. The difference with this diet is that it teaches you tools to use for the rest of your life. I lost 75 pounds on the diet, and I've maintained that weight for almost 5 years. Now that to me is, never happened. Never happened in my entire life. I also found that after being on the diet for a little while, I lost that sense of crabbiness. I wasn't crabby anymore. As a matter of fact, I wasn't resentful anymore. And I wasn't hungry anymore. I forgot to eat some days. So it was really amazing. And I kept it up. I knew that if I didn't do it the way it was laid out, it wouldn't work. It was simple, a plan, but I had to do it the way it was laid out. And so do the patients that were following it. And so on their journey, I joined them and lost the weight, went to maintenance, and now I have tools to use for the rest of my life on logical, very, very beautiful way of eating and avoiding the foods that bring you back to that obesity state. Many of the patients that I have at the clinic had obesity but led to chronic problems. All of a sudden I started seeing patients who were diabetic, hypertensive, had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. All those problems started going away, and we started removing medicine little at a time, little at a time. My joint aches and my muscle pains started going away, and I had more energy. I could barely walk up the stairs when I weighed 75 pounds heavier. Now I can run up, and I'm 64 years old, and that's quite a challenge for me. Okay, I wish I had this diet when I was 27 years old instead of 57 years old. But now that I'm 63, I'm very happy, and I can attest to the fact that no matter how old you are, this diet can work. Another great thing that happened was that friends and relatives that saw me losing weight and really liked it asked me about it. So I got a lot of my friends to purchase Dr. Cohen's book, to look into his program, and I brought the diet to my daughter. My daughter lost about 40 pounds on the diet. She's kept it off for five years and never really goes up more than about 6 pounds. She, in turn, brought it to her husband, who's half Native American, and his family has a really long line of diabetes in it. He went on the diet. He lost about 40 pounds, has maintained that also for 5 years, and in turn brought it to his family, who are basically Native American. Now, Native Americans, some Hispanics, a lot of different cultures have a problem with developing diabetes due to insulin resistance. And so they started using it and are just thrilled with it. They've almost all of those that have tried it have gone to their goal weight, and they're doing just really well now.